So we have the NFC playoff picture here.
Playoffs?
You guys are watching NFL Daily. I'm Mitchell Renz. That's Tom Downey. We have the NFL playoff picture. We're going to show the NFC, and then we'll show the AFC. So, Tom, the 49ers, they're the number 1 seed right now at 6-0. The Saints, they're at 6-1. The Green Bay Packers, the Dallas Cowboys, Seahawks, and the Vikings. The NFC is a gauntlet.
All official here again for the tiebreakers, so don't yell at us. This is how things break down. As of right now, it's just the current playoff picture. The Niners, though, Mitch, you're right. They are number 1 at 6-0. This week they play the Carolina Panthers, a team in the hunt right now for the playoff picture. The Niners are a 5.5-point favorite at home. Is that a little low to you?
Is it a little bit low? No, because the Panthers right now have won 4 straight games. They're playing very well, especially on the defensive side of the football. I'm interested to see how this San Francisco rush defense does up against Christian McCaffrey, who you could argue right now, he literally could be the MVP of the league.
The Patriots defense is at least my MVP because I have him in fantasy, but we'll get to the Patriots later on. the Niners defense has been so wildly impressive to me, and I think something has to give here. Kyle Allen's played really, really, really well.
He's played safe.
He's played above expectations, though.
Yes.
The Niners defense has done a 180. They've played above expectations. So which defense or quarterback kind of regresses a little bit to the mean here? I'm going to go with Kyle Allen regresses a little bit. The Niners win at home. Maybe they cover the spread, maybe they don't, but I'm putting in my N in the comment section.
So I think the over-under, that's pretty surprising to me. I think this is actually going to be a pretty low-scoring game, ultimately. So if the over-under is 51.5, I'm definitely betting the under on that. But the fact that the 49ers are favored in this game, 5.5, the game is in San Francisco, I'm going to type my N for Niners. I think the Niners are ultimately going to win this football game.
At least it shouldn't be pouring rain like it was.
I mean, if it's even anything close to what we saw last week, that was absolutely bananas.
All right, the Saints there, they check in at number 2 in the NFC playoff picture. They are 6-1. We mentioned this earlier on in the show, how Drew Brees appears on the verge of coming back. That's a big deal for the New Orleans Saints. They are just ahead right now of the Green Bay Packers, who, at least for now, this line is currently being held on most of the books right now because of the uncertainty around Patrick Mahomes.
He's not playing, Tom.
They were a 3.5-point favorite. He practiced, though.
Patrick Mahomes is not playing in this football game.
Here's my mindset. The Chiefs are trying to get Mahomes out there.
Oh, they should.
They want to.
He's pretty good.
So I'm told as well. I think at some level this is Andy Reid playing 3D chess going, hey, you know what? I got an idea. Let's practice him, make the Packers prep for it. But when was the last time you heard of an injured player getting in a limited practice on Wednesday only as a misdirect? Never.
I can't answer that question for you.
That does not pass the BS meter there. I think the Chiefs are strongly considering it.
So the Green Bay Packers at the Kansas City Chiefs. If you're watching us right now live on YouTube, over 600 people watching us, let us know who's going to win this football game. The Packers or the Chiefs? Let us know in the comment section. Packers or Chiefs, Tom, who are you going to go with? It's a tough one.
Assuming Mahomes does not play, give me Green Bay.
I'm also going to go with the Green Bay Packers, and I'm definitely going to be watching this game. And luckily for me, I don't got to watch commercials, Tom.
No, we don't.
And you don't have to either. Download the app. It's 100% free. My TV choice. Chatsports.com/MyTV. You connect to Wi-Fi, Tom. Download the app, which is 100% free. And then when the game, okay, you're watching the game, when it goes to commercial, the app just takes over and it gives you content from Chat Sports and other sports providers. I'll tell you what, man. I can't even believe in today's day and age that people actually sit through commercials. Imagine turning on your computer and still doing dial-up. Yeah, that's what you're doing by watching computers. Commercials.
I've seen you work. Sometimes I think you're using dial-up still.
You think?
Yeah.
Flip phone. Call me on my BlackBerry. Not a flip phone. All right, we'll get back to it. Chatsports.com/MyTV.
All right, the Dallas Cowboys, for now, they have the number 4 seed. They are the NFC East leaders thanks to their win over the Philadelphia Eagles. They are on bye this week. Here's who they've got coming up. And, Mitch, the schedule gets a little bit tougher. Maybe they should have beat the Jets. Just saying. At the Giants on Monday Night Football.
That's a win.
All right, so that's 5 wins. Home against the Vikings.
That's a loss.
Okay, that's 5 wins. At Detroit.
That's a win.
All right, that's 6 wins. Home against the Patriots.
That's a loss.
And then home against the Bills. That's actually the Thanksgiving game.
Ooh, Thanksgiving. I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
All right, so that is 7 there entering week 14, 15, 16, 17. Can they get 3 of their last 4? Schedule is also pretty tough. They have
Let us know in the comment section how many games the Cowboys are going to win. Let us know in the comment section.
All right, we saw the Seahawks there. They were the number one team in the wild card. As of right now, they are stuck second in the NFC West. The Niners, as you mentioned, well, they lead the way, of course. The Rams, they're next up at 4-3. Seattle, do you think they make the playoffs? And more importantly, how many NFC West teams make the playoffs?
It's a hell of a question. I mean, right now, I would argue it's the best division right now in the entire NFL. Maybe actually the NFC North you could also throw in there. They got some pretty talented teams as well. But who's going to win the NFC West?
Shout out someone who said 0 to my question of how many teams make it.
Who said it?
Love it. I love food, but don't like you.
Okay.
Also, someone says 5 now, so we're having pretty
good
fun there.
Touche.
Or maybe they're still catching up on the Cowboys.
I don't know. Nick John says no, so I'm not quite sure. All right, who's going to win the NFC West? 49ers, Seahawks, Rams. If you think it's going to be the
Niners.
Cardinals.
I'm in.
You're in?
All in. Yeah.
All in?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with the 49ers as well. So, Adam, 8A Burkett, Salvin Roberts. Let's see, the 49ers fan. Go figure. You're going to go with the 49ers as well. Cumble?
Put it on.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Misread it. It's
that
tough
says
to read.
Rams.
This says idiot. He did great through the mailbag, Mitch. You did a fantastic job, and then you got to the playoff picture.
Let's go to the NFC North standings.
Oh, you can see that.
Oh, I can, barely.
Minnesota right now is the 6th seed in the NFC playoffs. They're behind the Green Bay Packers. The Bears and the Lions are still lurking, but we'll see where they end up finishing. So, again, the NFC playoff picture. The teams in the hunt right now on the outside looking in, the Panthers, the Bears, the Cardinals, and we'll include the Eagles in there. I know they're a game below 500, but they're still very much in the mix. Mitch, you can take that off now. You're fine.
All right, cool.
In the meantime, as Mitch gets that off his face, which team outside that NFC playoff picture right now, so the Panthers, the Rams, the Bears, the Cardinals, you can throw in the Lions if you want there, which team outside the playoff picture right now makes it in the NFC playoffs? I think there'll be at least one. It is late October, after all.
I think realistically, the only team that I would actually say has a shot is the Eagles, and that's if the Cowboys absolutely collapse and the Eagles win. Because
don't speak that into existence.
For me, the Panthers, to me, they're still not really a playoff caliber team. The Rams are too wishy-washy.
I'm going to go with the Rams here, actually.
They're too wishy-washy. I mean, I don't think 3 teams make it out of the NFC West. I think it's just too tough for the division.
That's
and
fair.
The Bears, I just simply can't trust Mitchell Trubisky.
Okay, I get all that.
All right, Tom, it's time now to go to the AFC playoff picture.
Patriots, shocking news here, Mitch. They're 7-0. They're at the very top. Chiefs have the other bye for now. They have the tiebreaker over the Ravens. Head-to-head matchup right there. Ravens are 3. Colts now, because they beat the Texans. They're up from out of the hunt last week to number 4. The Bills, the Texans, and kind of a muddled mess there. The Raiders, Jags. And you kind of see how there's that big drop-off there. That the Patriots right now, Mitch, as crazy as this sounds, got a multiple game lead over the wild card. These are from the New York Times, their playoff simulator, by the way. So, of course, they can lose out and not make it. But the Patriots have a 99% chance to make the playoffs here in late October.
Wow.
Which is insane. That of course, includes, like, okay, what are the odds they win this game and this game, all of that. But they're pretty much in. Barring a collapse of historical proportions that would probably break Twitter, the Patriots are playoff bound this year, folks.
I mean, 99%, Tom. I'll tell you what. If I hear anything as 99%, normally I'm all in.
So here's my question for you, Mitch. Who is the biggest threat to the Patriots right now? Which team? And we'll focus on the AFC here. Is it the Chiefs or somebody else?
AFC. I mean, the horrible answer is the biggest threat to the Patriots is probably the Patriots. Like I feel like they would have to do something to themselves.
I like the answer, though. Self-inflicted wounds or injuries.
How about this?
I like it.
The Ravens. I feel like if there's one team that kind of is very hard to prep for, no matter even if you're Bill Belichick, Lamar Jackson is a human cheat code, and if there's been a team that's actually had some success against the Patriots in the playoffs, it's been the Ravens.
I don't mind that
I'm going to go with the Ravens.
I don't mind that pick there. All right, again, the AFC playoff picture. The Chiefs right now, they sit as the number 2 seed. A very difficult game coming up for them this weekend. They're at home. They are, for now at least, the underdog amidst uncertainty if Patrick Mahomes will be able to play. So let us know in the comments, who do you guys have? Type GB for Green Bay and KC for the Chiefs.
I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. So you guys know that I run the Raiders show, and I watched Aaron Rodgers look like just an absolutely unstoppable force. 429 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. I think if the Chiefs don't have Patrick Mahomes, I just don't see how that defense has a chance against Aaron Rodgers.
Mostly Green Bay's. There are some Chiefs, but I see mostly
Fire
Green Bay's.
10, the juice goes with the Chiefs. So let us know in the comments section, Packers or the Chiefs.
All right, the Ravens' schedule here after the bye, Week 9. Ooh, that's must-watch football. Home against the Patriots, Sunday Night Football. A
watch party? Who wants it?
A easy win over the Bengals on the road. Then the Texans, Rams, and Niners. That's a gauntlet right there, Mitch. That's not an easy stretch after the bye.
I mean, we're at least going to be able to see what we actually have in this Ravens team. I mean, I think we've seen at times Lamar Jackson this past week. The Ravens looked absolutely incredible against Seattle Seahawks. So I really want to see how they do against the Patriots. Bengals should be an easy win, but Texans, Rams, 49ers, those are tough games. And honestly, Tom, I have no idea who's going to win those games. So,
Fair.
You know what you guys should do? Not listen to me. You guys should go put your money with the Action Network because they'll tell you who's going to win these games. So 40% off chatsports.com/deal for $5.99. These experts, okay, they're going to give you the analysis you need to be able to help you pick those games for the Ravens and all the games in the NFL. So, Tom, explain to people why the Action Network is different than all these other sites and tell us about where the money goes.
Yeah, most sites will give you their expert picks. These guys are actually good. They have the live odds. They track them for you. My favorite part of the Action Network is they show you the public amount of bets and the overall money amount of bets. So, for example, let's say you see 70% of the money is on Team A, but 85% of the public bets are on Team B. That tells you the public's going this way, but some of the sharps aren't feeling so confident. Go the other way. Follow the money, not the overall number of bets. Action Network helps you do that. It's chatsports.com/deal.
Let's go to the AFC South standings. This
close.
is a division that I have no idea what's happening with this division.
Throwing darts.
If you would have told me the Colts would be 4-2 in May, I said, yeah, I get it. You got Andrew Luck. But then,
in late August,
I don't know what happened with Andrew Luck. Andrew, how you feeling? I mean, this is a very, very hard to predict division. I mean, the Titans, they got now Ryan Tannehill. The Jags, are they going to be better once Nick Foles comes back? I have no idea. The Texans, they beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and then they lose to the Colts, a Colts team that just lost to the Raiders. What is happening? It's the NFL.
It's parity at its finest there. So let us know who you guys got winning the AFC South. I would have said Texans before this week, but that loss to Indy, it gives me pause. It gives me a lot of pause there, Mitch. I think this one's going to go down all the way to the wire again.
I'm still going to go with the Texans because I still think that they are the best team, even though they just lost to the Colts. But I'm going to put my money on the best player in that division, and I think the best player in that division, and honestly you could probably argue right now in the NFL, is Deshaun Watson. So who's going to win the AFC South? We got Fire to Juice says Colts. Ryan Cantero, one of our loyal watchers, also says the Colts. Somebody says the Jags, but I'm seeing a lot of Colts here. So who's going to win the AFC South?
Bills right now, they have the number one wild card spot in the AFC. Now they're only 5-1. Maybe people don't believe in them, but look at their schedule. They still have the Redskins, the Dolphins, and the Broncos as well on one of their remaining games. Mitch, doesn't that tell you that Buffalo's going to be okay? They're going to be able to make the playoffs here?
You would like to think so, but then I also think that this Bills team is very young, and we'll see what they can get.
All right, we mentioned the Texans here. More on them in a second. They have a key matchup against the top other wild card threat right now because the Jags, Titans, they're 3-4. Browns, Steelers are 2-4. Broncos, Chargers are falling apart. Texans at Houston this week, Mitch.
The Raiders at Houston.
Sorry, Raiders at Houston. That's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing right now. So both teams, 4-3 for the Texans. The Raiders, 3-3. They're coming off a tough loss up against the Green Bay Packers. Now, I got a lot of Raider fans that they're going to Houston. Don't be surprised if there's just as many Raider fans at this Texans game, but the Raiders are ranked dead last. And if you want to talk about fantasy points against quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson's pretty good. DeAndre Hopkins, also very good. So who you got? The Raiders or the Texans? The Texans are 7-point favorites according to BetDSI. So type R for Raiders or type T for Texans. Who do you got? Raiders or Texans? I'm going to stay true. I'm going to go with my Raiders.
I respect that, but I got Houston in a bounce-back game. Now, look, Oakland traded away Gary Conley, who was going to get benched, but he was pretty bad.
Richard, Mike, Nick, John, we're on the same page.
I think we get the DeAndre Hopkins breakout game this week. And he torches a iffy Raiders secondary.
All I hope is that Derek Carr, Darren Waller, they absolutely torch Gary on Conley.
That's fair.
That's what I want to see. R for Raiders, T for Texans. Let us know who wins this game.